As expected, ratings for the NBA Finals were a huge embarrassing failure. Matter of fact, you can make the case that the only positive thing coming out of the NBA Finals was Doris Burke finally getting off my TV. Well, Casey, that's not true. The Oklahoma City Thunder are first-time champions. This is great. Yeah, I don't think anyone cares. It didn't even seem like the Thunder cared that they won the championship the other night. Did you see the end of Game 7? I couldn't tell if I was watching Game 7 of the NBA Finals or the end of a regular season game in the middle of November. Before the finals, I told you guys that I thought the series was going to average 10-12 million viewers. 7-game series, 10.2 million. And it would have been much, much worse if Game 7 hadn't drawn 16.4 million viewers. The first 6 games of the series, 9.2 million, which would have been the least watched finals on record outside of the 2 COVID years. But even with the benefit of Game 7, it was the least watched since 2007, again, outside of the COVID. Before the series, I told you guys that I didn't think the ratings really mattered, at least for this particular series. For this series, the ratings weren't as important. For starters, the NBA just signed a new broadcast deal that's going to carry them through the next decade. But more importantly, the finals and the later rounds of the playoffs, it was about laying the foundation for the future. For the first time in decades, the NBA was forced to move on from LeBron James. You could no longer rely on Steph Curry. The league was finally forced to build new stars. Now, to their credit, I thought they did a great job with Tyrese Halliburton. The Pacers were an exciting team. They were an easy team to get behind. Tyrese Halliburton is a likable star who has a passionate father. The recipe was there. You had the perfect story heading into next season. The problem is, Tyrese Halliburton is likely to miss the entire season next year. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channel in the description below. Going into next season, the NBA will likely be without 3 main stars: Jason Tatum, Dame Lillard, and Tyrese Halliburton. They all tore their Achilles, and they all tore their Achilles in the postseason. Throughout the season, there were a record 8 Achilles injuries in the NBA. I know this seems kind of common now because it's happening with regularity, but Achilles injuries, this used to be rare. In the past, dudes tearing their Achilles, they were my age. They were playing basketball with the kids thinking they were in their physical prime. They bounced the ball off their foot, reacted immediately, and their wives had to drag them off the driveway. If it happened in the NBA, it usually happened to older players. Kobe Bryant, for example, he was near the end of his career when he tore his Achilles. But now we are seeing this happen to players in their mid-20s. DeJounte Murray, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton. Know what they have in common? None of them are 30. The point is, this is not supposed to happen. So why is it? Colin Cowherd suggests that we shorten the playoffs. Instead of playing 7-game series, the first 2 rounds should be 5 games. Now, me personally, I don't really like that idea, mainly because it doesn't solve the problem. According to USA Today, there are 4 possible reasons that we are seeing Achilles injuries in the NBA. Number 1, style of play. Game is faster, there's more transition. You got 7-footers playing behind the 3-point line. You've got positionless basketball. Guards are being switched onto centers. Through an 82-game season and a postseason that's half the NFL regular season, it takes a toll. Number 2, too many games. Again, I disagree with this. NBA's been playing 82 games for decades, and we're just now seeing this problem. Number 3, the shoes. Now, this is actually backed by clinical studies. Players today are wearing low-top sneakers, which offer more flexibility but less protection to their ankles. And number 4, playing through injuries. Now, obviously, this is not a problem during the regular season where star NBA players miss games for any and every reason. Headache, bruise, caboose, hangover. Hell, Zion Williamson, he treats the regular season as the off season. Me personally, I think it's a combination of 1 and 3. The increased style of play along with the shoes. Whatever the reason, the NBA has got to do something about it because this is a serious problem. Injuries have always been a part of sports, but injuries are the main story every year in the NBA. Think about it. How often are we talking about injuries having a major impact on the NFL? How many games has Patrick Mahomes missed due to injury? Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. I remember in the late 2000s, Tom Brady took a sack week 1, out for the rest of the season. What did the NFL do? They implemented a rule change to protect franchise quarterbacks. Roger Goodell took care of the problem immediately. If you're Adam Silver, you got to address the problem. Going into next season, you've got 3 teams who are essentially out of contention. 4 if you count the Pelicans, but the Pelicans are always out of contention. You can't shorten the season because owners and the networks are going to complain about it. You can't force players to play through injuries. They've been trying to do that for years, and they invent new ways to miss games. But you can address the other 2 problems. You can address the shoes and the pace of play. Question is, will Adam Silver do anything about it? Like I said, this is a problem. From 1990, from 1990 to 2023, there were 45 players with Achilles injuries in the NBA. Now, I'm no expert in math, but that seems to be just over 1 per season. This season, there were 8. So, how do you solve the problem? You tell me. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel.